Hi guys, how are you? Right, early, what is it, 2nd are we on today, of October, so, and it's Tuesday. That's a good one. John Moore gets his bum bench update Monday. I could get my butt bench update Tuesday. So we'll go all fair and war and games. No, I'm kidding. Right guys, yeah, what can I say to you? Yeah, so let's carry on. Before you wonder what's up with my face, which I'll point it out quite clearly here and here, this is now a week and a day now to what happened. Basically, in a nutshell, what happened was last Monday I went to pick Braden, my son, up from school, and I got onto the playground, full, by the way, just point that out, just picture it. Walk onto the playground, full of not just his class, but the whole school. His parents are there waiting to pick them up from school. So there's easily over 100, 200 people on this playground. So I walks on and I think, I don't feel 100%, I don't. So I don't know, so I went and sat down on these little benches. And next thing I know, I looked, I can remember distinctly, I don't know why, I can remember just having a quick glaze up at the sky, and then I could see my son moving in the classroom in front of me. So I thought, oh, right, so he's coming now, he must be coming. So the door opened and they started coming out. Next thing I know is basically got several teachers around me, 2 of which have helped to pick me up. I'm all dazed and all whatever, I'm spitting blood, and I've also got blood everywhere. I've got my cream shorts on and my cream sleeveless hoodie on, and it's literally red and white. And I just couldn't make head nor tail of where I was, what was going on, or anything. Anyway, then they sat me down on this corner, and then as I was coming round, basically in a nutshell, I passed out, and obviously I'm 6'2", so I stood up and I've gone down. I'm 6'2", 13.5 stone, so I've gone down and landed completely straight on my face, and apparently they've said I had quite a bad fit as well afterwards on the floor. So I've now got to go for tests on top of everything else, see if I'm epileptic, which I've never been in my life. So I'm just kind of hoping now that it's because I've had to travel a long way and I've literally slapped the ground with my head, that it's just the bad knock on the face, on the head, that's caused me to fit. So I'm still really bruised around here, and the cut and that is going. I've just managed to have a shave just for the first time in a week in the shower. But yeah, so we'll just clear that up first, because I wasn't going to come onto camera, but I thought, wow, I can't be arsed. It's only a quick update anyway. So yeah, so there we go. So yeah, I feel hell of a lot better, by the way. Up to about 2 days ago, I could walk, but I couldn't walk straight very well, and I was all dizzy and daisy, and anyway, by the by. Right, so what have we been up to? Right, let's show you what's on the bench. Right, first things first, Joe's group build. Right, so these are the first set of figures. These are the Mini Art Winter Tank Riders. They're those ones. Let's see if you can see them. And these, Luke, are now way too dusty, because I've been after a new. The matte coat I always put on is the Tamiya flat coat and gloss, both fantastic. Never had a problem with them. Anyway, my batch of Tamiya flat clear, for some reason, it left these Russian tankers really shiny, even though I'd put the flat 2 coats on. So anyway, I've just been to my second home this afternoon, E-Models, and I wanted something that would give us a decent flat coat, just something, I want to try something different. Anyway, so I've basically got that Mig Ammo's Ultra matte, and when I've got it all ready to spray, I thought to myself, these have got 3 layers of matte on already, and with them being black, do you think it's wise? Anyway, I thought, bugger it, to the tank crew anyway, so if not, I could just stick the hatches down on the tank and just bugger them off or something. Anyway, they've come out like that, so I shouldn't have really done it. However, they are matte at least and dull. So anyway, those figures are done. These ones here Oh, bugger. I've just been glossed with the matte gloss. These are the Tamiya box set of Russians, and that is the mini master box one. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll see if you can see. I don't know if I like it or not, but I've done it. So it looks like he's fallen off the motorcycle. His glove's fallen off, and he's ripped himself and cut his legs and that. So hopefully you're sort of getting that little bit from that. But anyway, these have got to have a wash now, so these will have a wash in a bit. And then these ones are the only ones I need to properly detail paint. They're the rest of the Tamiya set. They just need to be done. I'll just put you on pause a sec, guys. Hi guys, sorry. Yeah, these are the only ones that just need detail painting now and sorting, and then that is basically wash them, gloss and wash them, then dull them, and then stick them all on the dio. The weapons are all made up and done. I've just got to add the slings onto them. That's the only one that's got one on. Whereas all the weapons are actually done. They're all there, so they're done. Technically, I could sod it and just finish it, you know, without doing all the bloody slings and that. But if I've got this far now, you want a decent sort of job, don't you, doing? And with it being for Joe as well, I don't want to balls it up really. What else are we doing? Second thing that's on the bench is my entry into the Model Officers Messes group build, Stalingrad group build, and I just want to do one of them wingy things instead, and that's my entry. I don't know if you can see that. The Junkers JU88A4 in 1/48 scale. That is my entry into James's group build. It's running till I think November or December, and we have basically, in a nutshell, we have base coated the cockpit, the interior part of the cockpit. It's a lovely kit. I just think I'm going to have a few fit issues with the fuselage going together, and there's the other part of it. It's just, it looks like it fits, look fine, no problem at all, but I don't know why, I've just got a funny feeling that when I squeeze that together, you've still got a mass. Oh, the bloody light's terrible, isn't it? You've still got a really crappy line right down the middle of it, so I don't know. So we'll see about that. The base, the rest of the cockpit has been done there. So the only thing with this is, what I like these German bombers, I absolutely love them. I love them, I really do. But there's too much glass to mask, and I can't mask anyway. The simplest of things to mask, i.e. a Spitfire, I've got a mask set for it. I just can't mask. Hence why I've got the mask set for the this JU thing. So I'm lucky. I'm glad I've got that to do. Right, what else should we do? Tell you what, just let me just pause you again. Yeah, so I have to have the simplest of things. I have to mask. Anyway, right. So what else have we got? Right. So yeah. So let's go to quickly to what else are we doing? Right. And now I tend to try and spray with Tamiya every time. Every time I spray, I try and use Tamiya because it's just the best results ever when I spray. It's nice. It's good to go on top of it. It's settled. I just love it. But the thing I was always thinning it with the X20A thinner, the Tamiya thinner, for acrylics and that. Then I got told to thin it with lacquer thinner, Mr. Hobby or Mr. Colour or whatever it is. So anyway, I tried it and oh my god, they're even better. So that is now what I tend to thin the stuff with. You cannot see at all, can you? It is crap in here. It really is. So yeah, that's the stuff I actually use now. So for thinning stuff with, brilliant. It really is. And it makes the paint smell like coconut. Lovely. Right, new things we bought this month. I've upgraded a few of my paintbrushes. I've gone for the Winsor & Newton Cotman ones, which I've used before, and also the Spectra Gold 2 and the University series. We've got a couple of them, so all from the works. Dead cheap as well, but for Windsor and Newton, fantastic. And obviously that's a good one for getting the pigments spread about on your tanks and everything. Really good, them are. Good tip, guys, use them. Okay. That's that Ultra varnish, MIG's Ultra varnish I've just got today. It's MIG stuff, and it's supposed to be like a one-shot, like primer type stuff, but obviously gloss. But obviously I've done that once on that guy, so perhaps it needs a good, you know, just literally a draft like that. So I'll have to play around with them, see what happens. Got some of this extreme metal. This is the pale burnt metal. So I want to try some of this on the exhausts and stuff like that, you know, and on gun barrels, and just to see what it's like. Never tried it before, but it's an enamel, so that's that. I've got one of these wallpaper cutters from the DIY shop, because I was thinking once we do that, we could use that, surely, if you keep it nice and sharp, for putting panel lines back in for aircraft and stuff like that, and obviously tanks and that. So if you use detail, because obviously you get rosary riveters and all that type of thing, but obviously, so I thought that might be a good idea. 99p as well, and it does work. Right. What's it called now? Foam board. So pack of 5 for £3.99. It's A4 as well. So drop some foam board in now. Long last. A few guys have asked me what magazine do I have each month for modelling, and the answer is I don't tend to have them all that often now, but I just have that when I do. Usually this military one. However, the Airfix one is a really good one as well, especially if you're a beginner, because it has like things in the back, write-ups in the back of tips and stuff that you can do. Other magazines that I do try and get sometimes if I can, and this is just for basically reference materials, is the aeroplane one. That's a good one to have. Fly Past. That's a brilliant one to have for airplane lovers. Air Forces, because obviously that's more modern stuff. And I have the Combat Survival one, and that's just basically for myself, so I can buy, like, you know, your Bergens and stuff like that if you want any, or, you know, boots and that if you're going for a run or walk or whatever. And then this one I seriously recommend: Classic Military Vehicles. They restore all the old stuff, but the bonus is, Luke, they do them all up in what they used to be like. So classic example here is a Staghound. Look at that, all done up, but it just looks perfect like Second World War, so it's good to look for research material as well to use. I've just gone today to the works, and for £6, which is supposed to be £14.99, I got it for £6. Tanks, the world's best, and it's quite a good little book. It's got like King Tiger in and old new bits. And also in the works, I've got Hitless Elite book a few months back. It's supposed to be 30 quid, but I got it for a tenner. And they've now got Hitler's armies in, which is a history of the German war machine, 39 to 45. And look at that, it should be 30 quid. I got it for a tenner. Look at that. Perfect. Thick as well, and the pictures in it, proper photographs, but also as well, you get like good like drawings and that of them, of the soldiers and stuff. It's really good books. They are brilliant. And then I picked up Soviet Lend-Lease Tanks of World War II. So obviously there's a picture of a Sherman on the back there that's been done over in Soviet markings. They've got like a Stuart here, a Matilda, a Grant, all them type of things. So that's a good little book to have, I thought. And then I saw St. Lo, the Battle of the Hedgerows, 1944. So that's one of those campaign ones. So I thought that wouldn't be too bad. And then the last one I got today was the Final Liberation of the Philippines, Luzon, 1945. So some, you know, good reference material to have, because, you know, it has pictures in, it has the maps of the battles and stuff like that. So that's not a bad one. Right, then basically, so far this month, kit-wise, today after being to models, as I said, and the first one I got, which you should get one of these because perfect for the value for money, and also you need to get them before John Moore gets them because he buys them and he's built several thousand of them. 9 of your English pounds, and it comes with a tank, commander, and several soldiers as well to do. So that for £9 is a great kit, especially if you're starting with and you just want to try a few figure paints and try a vehicle and all that type of thing. That is well worth the money. Then this box set of figures was deleted, and for some reason E-Models have added it in. So I thought, right, grabbed it quick. It's the US tank crew in Europe, 1944. So you get basically two busts and 3 figures. Yeah, so it's not a bad kit. I think it was under a 10 of that from E-Models Dragon. And then I won on a foreign website that I didn't even know I was a member of. This foreign shop in America, in foreign land, wherever it is. Out of 2,000 people, my name came up and I won the monthly prize, and that's what I won. A British staff car with the crew. So I thought, not bad. Got a moment, didn't even know I was in. And this is going to be one of my entries into mine and Beezy's Bridge Too Far group build. It's going to be the Greyhound. This is going to be, I can't make my mind up if I'm going to do this standalone or on a Dio or what yet. I really cannot make my mind up what I want to do yet. But I got that today. One of my first ever tanks I've ever built was this in 135th, and obviously worked alongside him and all that type of thing. Brilliant piece of equipment as well, but I just love the Charlie, so I got one of them. And then I've got 2 of these because I got sent my good friend Joe one, and we're going to do a buddy build on it. My favourite ever aircraft, the A10 Kiss My Arse Thunderbolt. My word, awesome. Firepower, that's a 148 by Hobby Boss. Lovely, lovely kit. What else? And then today from E-Models, I got one more aircraft, Tornado, the IDS. Now, I love these Tornadoes, and I seem to have got loads of foreign and US planes, but no British planes. So I thought I'd pick this baby up. 148. You can have those 2 markings on the side, or you can have the one which I'm going to do because I'm a Brit, and it's that one from RAF Huntington things or somewhere like that. Huntington, yeah, I thought so. So yeah, I can't wait to do that. But needless to say, I've got masks even for the A10 because I can't mask. Yeah. And one other thing I did buy were these sanders, basically sanders on a frame. They're like elasticy things. Well, they're not elasticy, but you just swap and take them off. But they're perfect for what can you say? Say your tank barrels, getting over the ends of them, and getting rid of the seam lines because they obviously bend and back to the actual part that you want to do. And also aircraft as well, perfect for them as well. But I've seen a few people use them, and I thought I'll get myself some. So that you get £15, you get 3, and then you get like loads of spare braids as well for them. But I've got a couple more of them as well. Oh, and the other thing I got accessory wise, pardon me, my paint mixer. Every house should have one. I always thought everybody that buys one of them are lazy people, but I won't anymore because they're absolutely great things to have. As for acquisitions, that's about it. I've got a few areas, other little bits, and I've got a few bits coming through the post, like metal barrels and a couple of other things. Oh yeah, I've got a couple of metal RB barrels for the Lancaster, and that. There might be a couple of other kits in the stash that I've got as well, which I forgot to show you, but don't matter. You can perhaps see them in time. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Really, at the minute. There's the channel called Galindo, I think, something like that, or Galindo 66 or something. It's GALINDOA, and then a number, I think. Check him out, guys. He's just come onto the channel. He's come onto the YouTube. Great guy. Seems a nice chap. So yeah, also my friends in Denmark, Lars, I haven't been in touch with you for a long time because I don't use that email anymore, mate. So I will put my email address down below if you want to give me an email. Hello, by the way. Hello, Ingeborg too. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Really. I'll probably do another update halfway through the month, or if we get some more stuff done. I need to do an update for Joe's group build, which I'm nearly done. The tanks and vehicles are all done and everything like that. It's just having to sort them out now, and that's about it really. So I shall do that, and then I shall do an update for the junkers as well. Anyway, guys, hope you're all well. I hope you'll stay safe, especially with them pillets doing what they're doing in America and wherever else. So remember, terrorism will never win. Anyway, guys, hope you're well. Hope you'll stay safe, and may the force be with you.